how I organize my life. That I kind of divide this into three different places, which is how I organize my space, how I organize my assignments, and how I organize my time. So I personally am a huge fan of stationery. I love paper clips and pens and pencils and highlighters. And so I like to make sure that everything is organized into separate compartments, separate boxes, bins, containers, etc. And so I use all of these in my desk, and I find that just having an organized space while I'm studying just makes my life so much more streamlined and easy to manage. This is the pencil case I am currently using when I'm going to school. I really love using a lot of different highlighters and pens. It just helps me encode my memory easier, but making sure I'm organized when keeping all of these different supplies at hand is super important. In addition to organizing my space, I organize my assignments through expandable file folders. I have one per class, and so this one is for my Spanish class where I have a section for vocab, and each section divides it into a different compartment that I need. Like in the back, I keep a notebook for extra paper. You guys already know this if you've seen my organizing schoolwork video, but I find that expandable folders are just so much more convenient than binders, where I would normally just stick all of the papers in the front pocket or in the back pocket. So I have, for my English class, a separate clipboard that I keep in my backpack along with my folders, where I keep all of the packets and relative papers to a continuous assignment I have for novel studying. I have a video on how I take notes from a novel if you're interested, but I keep everything in one place just so it's so much easier. In addition, I keep little cute paper clips with me all the time, just in case if I need them. I also have notebooks for my assignments. This one in particular is one for all of my AP Calculus homework. I find keeping it in one place is so easy. I can just put this entire notebook in my folder, and I don't have to worry about having constant sheets of loose leafs everywhere in my folder. And then I also have this smaller notebook that you've seen in my fastest way to take notes video, which just has my vocabulary in it. So I have vocab on one side, and on the other side I have the term or the definition of that term. And so I typically just keep those types of notebooks. But in addition to that, I have my novels and textbooks that I have to have with me for my assignments. So I organize those in a bookshelf that I keep adjacent to my desk. And then from there, I organize my time, and this is by far the most important thing you can do as a student. To be successful is so hard if you aren't managing your due dates and your days for practice and rehearsals and your tests and quizzes, and being able to manage all of your time in either a planner or a bullet journal like you see here is so important. Finding the system for you that works in prioritizing your tasks and deciding what you really need to get done as soon as possible is a great way to stay organized, and you can really play with different layouts and deciding how you would best manage your time. If I'm not using my planner or my bullet journal and I'm super overwhelmed, I will occasionally turn to either this cute little checklist notepad or this things to get done notepad from Target. And both of these are places I make to-do lists when I just have an overwhelming amount of items to get done in a specific time frame. And in addition to that, I also use my phone to manage my time. I use Clear, which is a to-do list app, and I can easily set time-sensitive reminders on it. I use Forest, which is a great way to manage your time if you're unmotivated and you just need to get away from your phone. And I also use a Pomodoro timer. There are a million of them on the App Store, but I find that it's so useful to have if you really want to block off your time into smaller chunks while you're studying. And that's just a couple ways that I stay organized as a student. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to give it a